Yo, what's going on, people? So I got another video here, and this one's going to be a little bit different than what I usually do. Alright, so I've had a few people ask me, how do I solo the Dark Zone the way that I do, and with the build that I use, because as y'all know, I don't run any kind of meta, I don't run a shield, and I don't use the typical fucking weapon that everyone else does. What in the fuck is that? Alright, so I figured, I'd drop a video, and I'd put little tips that I personally use for myself and how I actually do things. So we'll go ahead and we'll jump right into it. Alright, so the first tip is to get a build that you're comfortable with to bring to the Dark Zone. Alright, so when I say that you're comfortable with, is whether you got something off of YouTube or whether you actually took the time and put a little bit of hard work into the build that you're actually using. Alright, so everyone knows, this is the build that I run. Alright, for those that have seen the build video, you already seen it, okay? So this build that I have right here, I have designed it, I have put the pieces in place based on how I play. So what you need to do is get a build that you either saw on YouTube or you have actually made by yourself and come inside the Dark Zone. Test it out. See what that build can actually do. When it comes to testing a build out, a lot of people will get a build together and they'll jump into a group and they'll go, try to go rogue with the group. But doing that, you're really not understanding what your build can actually do. Alright, you're seeing what your build can do with the help of 3 other people. And to me, that is the most fucked up way of actually seeing what your build can actually do. So come in here with the build that you got off YouTube or a build that you designed and test it out. Alright, because if you come in here solo, you're gonna see where you need to make adjustments at. You're gonna see, do I need to take more armor off? Do I need to put more armor on? Maybe I need to try different talents. Maybe I need to try different weapons. Alright. Same thing with your skills. Maybe that one skill that you thought was gonna be good, it kind of fucked you over at the end. So come in here and test it out solo. Yeah, you're gonna die a lot. Yeah, you're gonna go to the checkpoint a few times, but at least you're able to see where you need to make adjustments at. Just like I said, either more armor, less armor, more damage, less damage, so on and so forth. Okay? So, again, first tip. Come in here with a build that you're comfortable with. And like I said, when you get it off of YouTube or you design it yourself, for those that pull builds off of YouTube, understand that the builds that I make, that other people make, those are builds that we use that are centered around what our playstyle is. My playstyle that most of y'all have seen is either pretty aggressive or it's reserved. It all depends on who I'm coming against. Alright, so this build that I have right here is designed for my playstyle. If you were to strap on this same build and do it exactly how I do it, there's a chance that you might not succeed because this build is designed for how I play. The way I play is not going to be the same way how you play. So just use this build as a template. And then just kind of build on it. And adjust it to how your playstyle is. Alright? So tip number 1. Understand your build. Come in here solo, test that bitch out, die a few times, adjust, so on and so forth. Next tip. Oh shit, Manhunt got denied. Next tip is going to be learning the map. Alright? So again, we have this big ass, I don't want to say big ass map, but we have this map right here. And for some odd reason, everyone just wants to fight near the checkpoint. I have no fucking clue. As you saw, there was a manhunt right there. Most likely they're going to fight in the same spot. Alright, but you have this whole map, okay? Use this map to your advantage. Go and, once you have that build, from tip number 1, once you have that build, explore the Dark Zone. Run around through some of the buildings, run around through some of the alleys, and what you're looking for is you're looking for a good entrance and exit and choke points. So again, entrance, exit, and a choke point. The reason I'm here is because this is one of my choke points that I love to bring players to, and they always fucking fall in this trap. Alright? So, it usually starts inside the building, and I'll let them push me. Alright? They think that they're pushing you and making you run away because, they got the, they got the advantage on you. But in reality, they're not pushing me. I'm actually pulling them into where I am comfortable at. When it comes to this alley, this is my home. Alright? When you come into this alley, chances are is I'm gonna fucking beam the shit out of you in this alley. And you're probably not gonna make it to the very end. So when they think that they're actually getting an advantage over you, they're really fucking themselves over, because just because they're pushing me and I start running down this alley does not mean that I'm at a disadvantage. If anything, I'm gonna post up right here, and as soon as you come out of that door, I'm gonna start beaming the shit out of you, and I will drop your armor before you even reach this fucking dumpster right here. So you're not pushing me to my disadvantage, you're pushing me to my advantage. And that all comes with learning the map. Understanding where the choke points are in the map. So when I said look at your entrances, exits, and choke points, so right here, this would be my choke point. Okay? If I'm fighting one person, I know I'm going to take them down this way. If there's multiple people, my next best route would be right over here. And I only say that because I'll have 1, 2, and 3 spots that I can bound from. Alright, everyone that doesn't understand bounding, look up fucking Marine Corps handbook. They'll explain it. I'm not going to explain it. Alright, so when I run down here, I can start taking 1 or 2 out. Because when it comes to this, you're either going to have a spot to hide right there or a spot to hide right here. I'm not worried about this one because I'm going to be able to peek you from this corner. Alright, so when it comes to exits, this is the exit that I will use. And I only use that because let's say I have multiple people and I'm engaging them. If I have to bounce the fuck out because let's say they're pushing me, this is my best exit because I can run around these cars. Alright, these cars are going to act as my quote-unquote shield. They're going to absorb a lot of your impact. So if you're looking from this vantage point, if there's someone right there, I'm not shooting a fucking thing because I got this car, this truck, this car, and then I got this wall. Alright, so that'll give me enough chance to either get away and reposition myself or pop a kit and re-engage. Okay? So that comes with learning the map. So we already talked about the choke point, which was right over here. I've already talked about a good exit is right over there in case I run into, multiple people. An entrance is anything that you can funnel them into. So if you feel that you're comfortable going this way, then fuck it, take them that way, or this way, or that way. Whatever you're most comfortable in, but find out what you are most comfortable in. What my comfort spots, where I get all warm and fuzzy, might not be what your fucking spots are. Alright, so find yours. So, number 2. Learn the map. Take time to actually understand the map. If you understand the map, then you'll have that little bit of advantage over a player that does not know the map. Because where one player might run and he thinks he's okay, that bitch might be in a fucking corner and you'll just beam the shit out of him. But if you know that he's going to a spot that you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna beam the fuck out of him, then you already have the advantage over it. So, tip number 3. Understand who the fuck you are fighting. Now you're probably saying, Hook'em, what do you mean, understand who the fuck I'm fighting? When you come into the dark zone, unfortunately, excuse me, when you come into the dark zone, you're gonna run into, I wanna say, let's see here, boom, boom, I wanna say 4 types of builds. Alright, so we have a shit ton of gear pieces, we have a shit ton of weapons, and we have a shit ton of talents. But, unfortunately, you're going to run into either a bleed build, Lady Death, Hunter's Fury, Lady Death, Intimidate, Adrenaline Rush, Shotgun, Skill build. Okay? I say 99% of the Dark Zone are running one of those. Okay? And the way that you understand what they're possibly running. Now, I'm not going to say you're going to fully understand. I'm saying you can possibly understand. And I say possibly because you just have to look at what that player is actually doing. So, for shits and giggles, I will go ahead and put on my PvE build, as you can see here. Alright, Lady Death, got the I'm Scared shield, and all that other shit. Alright, so if I'm at the end of this corner, okay, and this player comes out, if they automatically run right here, most likely they are running assault rifle or they're running a skill build. And you're saying, oh, Hookem, how the fuck do you know that? Because a skill build knows if he gets close, he's going to get his ass tuned up. An assault rifle build, they're going to use this wall to peek in and out. So they're going to, pretty much comes down to a beam battle. Who can fucking outgun who? Alright, so first person comes out, they take over here. Skill build, what he's going to do is he's going to launch his hive right around here so you won't push him because he knows that hive is going to damage you a lot more than anything. His second move is he's probably going to launch either some type of chem fire, an oxidizer, or something. He's going to launch it over there because he knows that his gun game, he doesn't have strong gun game. That's just a that's just a fact right there. I'm not trying to be a dick or anything, but that's just a fact. There's a reason you're running skills. You don't want to get close. So the AR guy, same thing. You know, he's not going to push forward because why get close if you can beam from a distance? So he's going to try to beam you from a distance. And then you finally have the other two. Okay? The other two are going to come in the form of the Lady Death, Intimidate Adrenaline Rush, or Lady Death, Hunter's Fury. They're both going to do the same thing. So, little Hookem's right over there. They come running out. When they start doing this right here, and they're having a fucking seizure on you, okay, that means that they're running Adrenaline Rush with Intimidate. So that person comes out the door and they're having a seizure already, okay, they're going left and right, doing all this crazy shit. They need to get close to you to activate Adrenaline Rush, which is going to give them that bonus armor. And because they have bonus armor, it's going to activate that Intimidate. And running Lady Death, as you can see the two little fucking Nerf gun pistols right there. Blah, 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 blah. Fire that off, it's now empty. So what's the way to get it? Start having a seizure. Alright? See? Having a seizure. Now my shit's back up again, and I unload all the amplified damage, additional with the Intimidate. So you start seeing someone, so you see a seizure happen, automatically think Lady Death or with a Hunter's Fury or Intimidate Adrenaline Rush. Same thing applies to shotgun players. Hook comes down at the end, this player comes around, same thing. He's going to go into a seizure. This motherfucker's going into cardiac arrest. And same thing applies to him, except for this time, he's going to run a shotgun, because the shotguns are just broken right now, period. And most likely, he will have a shotgun with 1.1 to a little bit more, 1.2, give or take, K damage on there. And he's going to be running that shotgun within sync, and yes, he will pull out a shield. So when he gets close enough to you, you're going to hear this. And that shotgun's gonna go pop, 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 pop. Alright? And you're pretty much dead after that. So to counter those, what I usually do is, I don't let them get close. I start seeing them having a fucking a seizure right over here, I'm already pulling back, because I know what they're running. I need to get distance on them. And that's because I understand who I'm fighting against. Will I beat them every single time? Fuck no. Sometimes they get the drop on me, and it is what it is. Alright? So again, recap. Dude hides over here. He either got AR, or he got skills. He's going to try to fight from right here. Person comes out here, starts having a seizure. They're running Lady Death, or they're running shotgun. And then every once in a while, you know, you'll come across one that'll kind of get a little bit close, and he'll, let me see, do I have it on me? No, I don't have it on me. Let me put that on. I'll use this. So they'll go and they'll, if they're running a bleed, they'll go in a seizure. And as they get close enough, they'll toss that little thing, and they'll start fighting you. Okay? So that goes into understanding what people are running. To add on to that, when it comes to the armor bars, as you can see mine right here, when the armor bars are a little chunky, that means they're either DPS or they're skill. When they're about this area, they're running about, I'd say 1.5 to 1.7. And as they start getting closer and smaller together, they are most likely running, I'd say 1.9 to 2.1 million armor. So when it comes to that, you have to just kind of take out the person that is the squishiest. So that'd be either your skill or DPS build if they don't take you out first. Okay? So, fucking hive. That brings me to my last tip. Now the last tip is probably the most hardest tip that you can really understand. Alright, so the very last tip that I'm going to give you of how to, or how I solo the Dark Zone, and like I said, it's the hardest tip, and that one is practice. Yep, you heard it right. The last tip is practice. Now you're probably saying, oh, Hookem, what do you mean fucking practice? I mean fucking practice, Holmes. You got this build here. You got this build right here, alright? Go in the Dark Zone after you've already learned the map, okay? And you got a build that you're comfortable with, and you start understanding players. This is where the testing phase comes. You're going to find out, do you need to take more armor? Do you need to give more damage? So on and so forth. So practice. Are you going to die a lot? Yeah. Are you going to be successful at first? No. Or second, or third, or fourth. You might die multiple fucking times, but the main thing about it is practice. If you are not good at headshots, then practice headshots. If you are not good when it comes to, you know, movement, practice movement. Again, practice, practice, practice. Utilize that build. Find out what its strengths are. Find out what the weaknesses are, and try to improve them. And I always say it's the hardest tip because a lot of people, what they do is they're gonna do exactly as I tell you. All right. So let's say this is your build. Okay. You come in the Dark Zone. You're ready to test it out. You go find a player, oh shit, you know, pop, 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 you engage, you die. Most of the time these players, they're going to give up. They're going to say, oh fuck this, oh it's too hard, and what they're going to do next is what every single one that I've seen personally do. They're going to test that build, they're going to give up, and they're, excuse me, and what the next thing they're going to do is they're going to go, and they're going to strap on that Lady Death. Alright, they're going to see if they got any luck with this Lady Death. If they're fighting and they notice, oh shit, I'm getting my ass kicked, or oh, I can't run with this build, which is fucking impossible. This build is the easiest one to run with. So they're going to go from Lady Death. That don't work. They will go to Shotgun. And if that don't work, they're going to go to the King of Cheese, which is a skill build. Okay? A skill build has so much cheese to it that if you were lactose intolerant, you would probably shit your pants as you were fighting them. That's how much cheese is in there. And I say what I just said confidently because I've seen it personally happen. I fight someone, they have one build on, they come back out, next thing you know, they got a fucking Lady Death. I kill them with the Lady Death on, next thing you know, they're running out with a shotgun. I kill them with the shotgun, next thing you know, there's a fucking skill build, and at that point, that's usually where I get killed at, because skill builds are extremely tough, or their damage is so damn high. But, other than that, that is pretty much all I have for you when it comes to, tips that I use in the Dark Zone. And I forgot, there's actually one more level past skill builds, and that is people people that go out and actually spend money on mouse and keyboard. Cronus, what else? Fucking Zen or whatever scripts they are. If you have to go out and personally spend your own money to get good at a video game, that just shows me how much dick you really suck. Alright? You could take what I said, offensive or not. I give two fucks. Just go ahead and dislike the video. Like I said, I'm not using this for fucking money. But other than that, that's all I got for you. Uh-oh. Booty lover. He's fucking Manhunt. Let's see where he's fighting. Would you look at that? Fighting by the checkpoint. Don't be one of these fucking people. Earn your manhunts. Come out here and fight. Engage, motherfuckers. You got this whole map. Don't stick to one spot. Look at this embarrassing shit right here. See, this is what you call shit PvPers right here.
Range. Nearby agent has become rogue.
Let's see, maybe I'll run over to that booty lover, see what he's running. Let's find out. I'm gonna go ahead and say Lady Death, shotgun within sync, maybe FAMAS. Let's go find out, shall we? Okay.
Serious trauma detected.
Let's see what they're running.
Agent out of action.
What'd I tell you? Lady Death,
Vital signs. 0.
Adrenaline Rush, Intimidate.
Y'all got the cheesiest group ever.
We got Shotgun, Adrenaline Rush, Intimidate. Can't see his. Hold on. FAMAS, Insync Shotgun, Shield, Intimidate,
Rogue agent neutralized.
and Adrenaline Rush. God, do I hate being wrong.
Hero is returning to base.